happy Monday. This is Lynn. I have just completed 122 weeks on the carnivore diet, and I'm here to talk about what's been going on since I was last on and also share my results regarding my weight and my health. It has been a while since I've been on because I've been traveling, and as you can see, I am in my backyard filming. My daughter and son-in-law have moved into the house, and I don't have my studio any longer, so I'm going to be filming who knows where. But the goal is for us to get a property and to move, and for all of us to live on the same property. So we're going to be putting an offer in on a place this week, and it is so quirky and it needs so much work, and so we tend to be drawn to these crazy properties. But it's 28 acres and the land is beautiful and the view is beautiful. So maybe I'll put pictures as I'm talking. But we've been just kind of watching it because we felt it was overpriced, and the price just came down. So we're gonna just see. We went and looked at it again today, and but it is a Frank Lloyd Wright style house. And it wasn't built by Frank Lloyd Wright, but it is, the architecture is basically designed after his architecture. So like so many crazy angles, and like nothing is square in this house, which you would think would be a no-brainer. Like there's no way we're going to to buy this house. But we see so much potential with the land, and the house is functional for us as far as, well, we'll see. It's going to be interesting if we get this house because, like I said, everything is at an angle and it has never been updated. It was built in 1979 and it shouts 1979. Like everything needs to be updated. And back then they didn't have the big huge open kitchen, so we definitely would need to open up the kitchen. The kitchen's small, but the view is beautiful. It's a whole wall of windows. It's got an apartment upstairs. It's got 2 master bedrooms on opposite sides of the house, and it's got a huge garage with a extra like shop area on the other side of the garage, but then it's got a big old shop in the back, big shop for the guys in the back, and lots of land. And again, the views on, it's just a beautiful property. We really love it. But my daughter is like, oh my gosh, I hate this house. Like seriously, everybody that we've showed the listing to who is like older or at least in their 40s is like, oh, this is so cool. People younger, no, they're like, no, don't want this house. But the good thing about it is that there's plenty of room to build another house, and they can build, there's room for the chicken coops, there's room for animals, there's room for everything that we want. So anyways, we'll see how that goes. But we had a really great trip to Nashville, to Tennessee. It felt like a kind of a quick turnaround trip. We went to the Low Carb for Better Health conference, and we were there representing Healing Humanity. I can't talk. Kerry and Adam spoke. So the conference was Friday and Saturday, and they spoke on Friday. They were the last speakers of the day, Friday. Ashley Rogers from Carnivore Brothers and I manned the merchandise table, and then right next to us were Kerry's girls, Emma and Katie, who had their Compassionate Carnivore merchandise. They did amazingly. I think they sold out of a lot of the stuff that they had. There was amazing support for Healing Humanity, and when they gave their speech, their presentation, they asked at the beginning who'd heard of Healing Humanity, and only about half of the people there heard. We weren't sure how many people would have known about us, so we were actually kind of surprised that it was half. But the nice thing is that the other half hadn't heard of us. And so we were able to share our mission and what we are trying to do with more people, which was great. And we had an amazing response. And so the second day, it was really cool to see a bunch of people walking around with Healing Humanity shirts. Now, I bought a shirt that is from Dr. Barry's group, Beef, Bacon, Butter, and Eggs, PhD. So that's cool. I'm representing him right now. I'm not officially in his group, but I do support what he does. And of course, and so, yeah. And I got purple. This was the last, the only one I could find that was purple was an extra large. So it's a little big, but that's okay. I got it anyways. So I had met Dr. Berry before when we were in Yuma in April. So he was there. His little merch table was, or his table was right across from ours. And so Nisha came and she was at the table, and his co-author of the Common Sense Labs was there, Kim, and I got their book and I had both of them sign it, which is cool. And Granny Berry was there. I was so excited about that because we have a book. Amy and I have a book that stars Granny Berry, and Bonnie and Beckett, were there too. So I took pictures with all of them. Actually, I didn't get a picture with Kim, but I got a picture with Dr. Berry and Nisha. I got a picture with Granny Berry. I did not take pictures of the kids. Wanted to definitely respect them and not be photographing their children. But it was cute. Bonnie showed me how she could jump on one leg. It was really cute. And Beckett was hilarious. Like, Nisha said, "Oh, this is Lynn. She's the one who wrote the book that you're in." And the first thing that came out of his mouth was, "I don't wear hats." I'm like, okay, that's all right. Sometimes your character does. But I think it's because we were writing, in the process of writing a book with them as detectives, and Amy bought them little detective hats with a little spy glasses and like a little detective kits, and sent it to them. And so that must be what he must have thought, that I was Amy and was the one who got him the hats. But that's funny. Anyways, little kids, no filters. But let's see. So I got to meet Dr. Ovadia. I mean, actually, I had met him briefly before, but I actually got to sit down and talk with him, which was great. His talk was really excellent, and he did answer some questions about CAC scores. And I probably need to get mine done. I am concerned. Okay, maybe not should be super concerned because I am carnivore. He said the best diet is carnivore. And if your CAC score is high, the best diet is still carnivore. But one thing he said is that if you're carnivore and your CAC score is going up on carnivore, it's not because of carnivore. It's something else is causing inflammation. So he said to look into mold toxicity, heavy metals, perhaps some medication or some supplements that you're taking. It is something else. And so it does need to be investigated to figure out why your CAC score is going up. So for that reason, I feel a little more comfortable about maybe going and getting my CAC score done, because I do have a history of mycotoxins, and I'm in the process still of trying to get rid of them. I need to take another test and see where we're at. But for all I know, I could have heavy metals as well. So it probably would serve me well to actually explore all these other areas where I could be experiencing toxicity, because I do want to make sure that I do everything I can to have good cardiovascular health. So that was good, having a chance to talk with him. I got to see Barb, who is one of our Healing Humanity Life members, and she is a health coach. Hi, Barb. Great to see you. She had come to Washington several weeks back, and we had gone to Fogo de Chao together. Got to see a lot of other people, another Kim, and several other people. But it was really cool. Getting to see, and of course, getting to see Rebecca, getting to see Becky, who I know from Healing Humanity Life. I got to meet Chris and his wife Ash from Chris Cooking Nashville. That was awesome. He was actually doing a lot of cooking the first day. He was at a booth outside for a rancher who had really good, clean, humanely raised meat. So that was awesome. And they were bringing samples around. So that was really great. So he spent a lot of time cooking on Friday, but got to enjoy the conference on Saturday. The two of them are super nice. Really enjoyed getting a chance to meet them. So overall, it was a really great experience. I'm really glad that I went. One cool thing is that at the end of Dr. Berry's speech that he did, which was the very last one of the conference, he endorsed my book. He had my book at the podium, and he went and he endorsed it. So I'll pause for a moment and share with you what he said.
Every one of you knows somebody who struggles with addiction. You don't have to raise your hand. Every one of you. There is research already published and research ongoing that's showing very clearly that the ketones produced and used by the brain when you're in ketosis from either keto, ketovore, carnivore helps make it less difficult to break addiction. How many of you don't raise your hand, but think, you know somebody. It's either a food addiction, it's alcohol, it's drugs, it's something. What if you could give them something that makes breaking that seemingly unbreakable addiction less difficult to break and to walk away from? So my friend out in the front's written a book called Breaking Addictions, which talks about that. High fat, meaty keto or high fat carnivore will help make it less difficult to fight addiction and break it. That's yet another way that you can pay it forward and send those ripples out into the ocean that is our world. Love it. She's got some more books in the back. I think that's beautiful because porn addiction, internet addiction, you can just keep going and going and going and going. It's ubiquitous in our society. And it's time for us to start to break the cycle, and that's one of the ways you can help to break it.
Okay, isn't that cool? That's awesome. So I'm super glad. I wish he would have said my name, but that's okay. Most people mispronounce it, but you can see he's holding my book. But yeah, so that's good. I'm really glad that he did encourage people to buy it. It's selling quite well, actually, and I'm hoping that people are finding a benefit from it. It's very well priced to be extremely affordable, so it's on Amazon. I have a link in my description. It's only $10. There's an optional workbook. You don't need the workbook. You can just buy the regular book. All of the reflection questions and everything are in the book. And if you just want to use a notebook, that's fine. But if you want lines to write in, you can buy the notebook, the optional workbook. And it is based on the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. And so the workbook will allow you to go through it 4 times and have all the questions, because it's really, people who go through the 12-step program, they go through it more than once. So it's not a matter of just you go through it once and you're done. You're just getting started when you go through it the first time, because it does take time to figure out and learn and grow from it. So anyways, the workbook also is only $10. So really inexpensive. I've got links below. So no pressure, but if you want to check it out, absolutely get a copy. It's best to do it in a group. You can start your own group, but if you do it by yourself, please at least have a partner, somebody who's been through the 12-step program who can help you. If you want to do it with our group, we have the original Breaking Addictions group at our Healing Humanity Life membership site, and I have a discount code in my description there if you're interested in checking us out. Monday through Friday, we have group meetings. And so Monday and Tuesday, we have step studies, and Wednesday through Friday, we have fellowship meetings. So anyways, I'm pretty excited that I'm hoping that people will get some benefit from the book. I wrote the book for our Healing Humanity Life group, but again, it can be used anywhere. So great trip. Handled the heat well. My mast cell disease is good. But here's what always happens. I'm hoping to get some feedback on this. Every time I travel, I gain weight, 3 or 4 pounds. And it does end up coming off later, but it's just annoying. So I did an experiment with myself, and I decided I'm going to see if it makes a difference for me to just have no cheese while I'm traveling, because often what happens is I will allow myself cheese while I travel, and then I come back and I see I've gained 4 pounds. And so I thought, well, maybe it's the cheese. So that's what I decided to do this time. I decided to just not have any cheese and see if it made a difference. It did not. It made no difference whatsoever. So I'm assuming that the problem is just the travel itself is maybe stressing me out. It's good stress because I'm really enjoying it, but I'm thinking maybe that might be the issue. And I don't know if there's a solution for that or not. Let me know. But last time I weighed in, I was 207 even. Now, before that, a few days before, I had actually got to 205. I was pretty excited. But, my weight does fluctuate up and down. It is not linear. And it is slow going now that I'm getting closer to my goal weight. But I weighed in this morning at 210.6. So, not thrilled at all. Honestly, I weighed in the day after I got back, and it was 211.6. So, I'm down a pound. But, 4.5 pounds of weight gain. It is what it is. And so I'm back to walking. I did rest a few days and just allow myself a chance to kind of unwind from the trip. But starting yesterday, I got back out walking, and I walked this morning. I'm going to walk again this evening. And so and I'm walking briskly, so getting my heart rate up, hoping that that will help. And so we'll see. I know the weight's going to come off. I'm not worried. I'm just annoyed. I would love to solve the problem of why I always gain weight when I travel. I don't know. But anyways, so for this past time period, the scale has me up 3.6 pounds. Now, in looking at the details, when I look at my fat-free body weight, I gained 0.4 pounds of tissue. So my actual fat gain from this period was not 3.6, it was 3.2 because of that good tissue that I gained. So fat gain, still not great, 3.2 pounds. But I did gain 0.2 of muscle, and I have about 0.2 of fluid that I put on since the last time I weighed in. That'll come off. It always goes up and down, so I'm not worried. So overall, since the beginning, which was the end of May of 2023, I have lost on the scale 129 pounds even. My good tissue gain is 25.6 pounds, so my overall fat loss is 154.6 pounds. It used to be closer to 160. It'll get there again. We'll see. My overall gain of muscle is 24.2 pounds. Overall, I've gained 1.6 pounds of bone. So overall, since the beginning, I'm down 0.2 on fluid. So I really want to get more weight off before my 40-year high school reunion next April. I've got to get back going with Coach Lisa. I have the last few weeks with all the house hunting and planning for the trips. I have just gotten off track with being on her program. So I need to get back in with what I know she can help me get the weight off. I do know that. So just got to get back tied in there and work in her program because she's awesome. And she did tell me that she can help me get the weight off. And I trust her. I believe her. It's just a matter of doing and kicking my butt into gear and getting it done. So anyways, I don't know if I'm going to be, by the time I post this video, I've already signed up, but I'm going to be signing up to be an affiliate with Compassionate Carnivore, Kerry's Girls, their products. So if I have signed up already and I have my code before I post this video, I'll put the link in the description below and use my code, please. That would be awesome. I have the latest thing that I got here. It is their lavender body butter, and it smells amazing. See? It's very clean, and yeah, it's really, I'm really loving their products. So I'm using their products. I've got the unscented body butter. I've got the vanilla body butter. I have their lip balm. I've got it in both vanilla and lavender. And I think I've mentioned the lavender before. I haven't, I was so surprised that I actually like lavender on my lips. They have lip gloss as well. And now they actually have perfume, which is really cool. So they are expanding their product line. They do have quite a few different products now, which is cool. And they have it in different sizes. This is a bigger size. This is their 4-ounce. But it is sourced from a ranch where they take very, very good care of their cattle. And I know Emma in particular used to be a vegan, and it was because she was very compassionate, and she did not realize how many animals lose their lives due to agriculture. When she learned that, now she's still compassionate. She wants to make sure that the animals, where the tallow gets, that the animals are humanely treated, and they are. They're treated very well. These animals have a great life, and then they have a moment of uncomfortable, and then they can help us and be our food and take care of our skin. So anyways, I'll put the link for Compassionate Carnivore in the description. Please check them out, whether I have my affiliate link down there or not. Eventually, and soon I will. Hopefully I will before, I don't know how quickly I'm going to get it, but I'm going to sign up before I post the video. So hopefully I'll have it for you. But support Kerry's Girls. They're great girls, and they are young entrepreneurs and trying to build a great business. So support them. Alrighty, I think that's it for this week. If you want to spend more time with me, please consider joining Healing Humanity Life. Even if it's just to support Healing Humanity. It's a wonderful cause. We are trying to help people heal and learn that the carnivore diet is a viable therapeutic diet. It's not just about weight loss. It is about healing. I have experienced so much healing of my mast cell activation syndrome, and the weight loss is a happy side effect. I'm delighted, I'm thrilled, but the bottom line is I have my life back. And that's what we want to share with people, is that you can heal. Your body wants to heal if you give it the right nutrients and you take away the things that are causing it harm. So if you are really in support of Healing Humanity and you want to give a monthly donation, you can do that by joining the membership site. You get a benefit that you can actually participate in it. You can participate in our Zoom calls. If you're not real tech savvy, we have a new membership orientation that'll guide you through how to navigate the site. But love to spend a little bit more time with you, and it's really cool because on the Zoom calls, I can see you face to face, and we can talk and chat. And we've got experts on there every week, and Coach Lisa's on every Tuesday. And so we're just trying to help one person at a time to get healthy. So, all right, that is it for this week. I hope everyone's having an absolutely wonderful day, and I will be sharing more if we get this property. And if not, we'll get another one and we'll share then. So anyways, have a wonderful day, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.